Well, a warning to New Yorkers from the former head of the FDA, Dr. Scott Gottlieb, says the so-called New York variant of COVID-19 may be able to infect people who have been vaccinated or who have already had the virus. Fox 5's Robert Moses here now from Chelsea. Robert.
Lori, while more people can now get vaccinated at pharmacies here in New York, that's the good news. The bad news is that the vaccine may not work as well or at all against that New York variant, and that's causing plenty of concern.
That we've sort of taken our foot off the brake a little too early here.
Former FDA Commissioner Dr. Scott Gottlieb is troubled by the positivity rates in parts of New York City. Despite those numbers, Governor Andrew Cuomo gave the go-ahead for indoor fitness classes to restart at 33% capacity statewide today.
When you look in certain parts of New York, Brooklyn, parts of Queens, parts of Staten Island, the positivity rate's approaching 15%. So you're seeing a lot of infections surging in pockets of New York City.
What's driving the surges? Potentially the New York variant, first identified in Washington Heights last month, referred to as 1526.
What we don't understand with 1526 is whether or not people are being reinfected with it and whether or not people who might have been vaccinated are now getting infected with it.
Gottlieb fears this could signal the start of a new outbreak in the city. Last week, city officials revealed the state did not consult them on the decision to reopen indoor fitness classes, and the mayor pounced.
Because it sure as hell looks like a lot of these decisions are being made by the governor because of his political needs.
Yesterday, the governor announced that pharmacies can begin vaccinating New Yorkers ages 16 and older with certain underlying health conditions, including cancer, chronic kidney disease, pulmonary disease, high blood pressure, and severe obesity. Patients must provide documentation of their condition. Convincing people to get vaccinated has at times proven difficult, which is why Senator Chuck Schumer called on the CDC to begin a $1 billion ad campaign with one simple message.
Don't be afraid. The dangers of getting COVID if you don't take the vaccine are many, many more times the dangers of any side effect.
Hospitalizations here in New York State have dropped to their lowest level since December 4th, so that is good news. But as has been the case often in this outbreak, good news is often tempered with bad. And unfortunately, we have some of that. 54 more people have died here in the state from COVID, which now brings the total death toll all across the state to nearly 40,000. Just a staggering number. Rosanna, back to you.
Robert, thank you so much.